The market absolutely tanked last night. We got a lot to talk about. We'll look at the economic calendar. There's a bunch of bear flags on our Bitcoin miners, as well as some bull flags on some other stocks here. I'm also going to bring forward a stock I have not talked about before on the channel today. We're going to look at that a little bit at the end here. So first of all, today we've got two Feds on deck. That one was already at 1 a.m. I guess, which is a weird time to talk, but they did. Oh, they're in India. Okay, that makes sense. And then we've got Fed. This one's a hawk. This one's a pretty staunch hawk here. We've got Raphael Bostic or Bostic. I'm not exactly sure how to say their name, but there it is. They're a hawk. If this person comes in and says anything dovish, the market is going to love it. I actually thought their speech was yesterday, because at the exact moment they're supposed to speak today, but yesterday, the market absolutely tanked last night. But before we get into anything real here, smash that like button, subscribe if you've been with us a while and haven't done so yet. Check out the Trade Cave store, link in the description, as well as the channel bio. Let's get right into it. Yesterday, I was sounding the alarm bells here on CleanSpark, and you can see why. Let me turn this off. You can see why CleanSpark broke the ascending channel here, which is a big bearish move. We've got white bars, a second white bar today printing on the MACD. We are underneath the signal line on the RSI, so we are in solid bear territory here. I actually put in an order. So I put in an order for a few hundred CleanSpark. Okay, what do I have on here? There you go. I put in an order for a few hundred CleanSpark down at 860. So I've got an order right here. Let me do this. At 860. So I've got a few hundred shares on order down here at 860. In fact, I'll make this green, because I think if it gets down to 860, I don't think it'll go much further, and that it won't stay there for a super long time. Now, this is short-term bearishness, okay? Short-term bearishness. This is not overall sentiment. This isn't, 6 months from now, this thing's going to crater, it's going to go to zero. No, that's not what I'm saying here. I'm saying that this formation right here was a bear flag, and that it broke to the downside. And if it holds, it broke yesterday, it's holding today in the bottom part of that breakdown, that's all bad. We are going to visit $10 again. Okay, that's going to happen. We are going to hit $10 again now. That is what I'm saying. We're going to hit around the bottom of the body here of this candle right there. This candle from August 5th, we're going to hit the body about 10:08-ish. Okay, that's what I'm thinking is likely to happen now. This can be frustrated if, let me go over here, if we find ourselves, wow, interesting. Let's see, oh, wrong thing. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Yeah, we absolutely could. The bottom ATR bands all the way down at 915. We absolutely could hit the bottom of this pretty easily within a day or two. The only way that doesn't happen is if we get over this yellow line at 1252. Look at the ATR bands. They're just pointing straight down now. Basically, that is the trend. The trend for a while. So so the ATR bands indicate a trend, right? The trend for a while, as you can see in this area here, all the way since March, April-ish, the trend was sideways, and the ATR bands were sideways. Now the ATR bands are down, so the trend is down, kind of like back here when the ATR bands were down, right? Then the trend was down, and then it shifted to up, and then the ATR bands were up. So right now the trend is down on CleanSpark, and that's going to be likely the case on many of our favorite Bitcoin miners right now. Let's just run through them real fast. Let's take a look at Mara. Mara also had a bit of a bear flag forming, and it is at the very bottom of that ascending channel, and it is down below the yellow ATR band. That's bad. The ATRs are also pointing down on Mara, which is showing that it is currently in a downtrend. Okay, again, this is a bear flag. Now, on the smaller time frames, we are potentially seeing a bit of a bull flag on Mara, and if it returns to the back to the top of this ascending channel here, then that little formation there becomes a bull flag. But right now, I'm looking at this to potentially break to the downside, and if it does, whoop, all the way down to 14 bucks. 1474 on Mara. Now, why did this happen? Why did this happen, you ask? Well, this happened yesterday because of Bitcoin. Bitcoin yesterday wicked all the way down to 58,100, right? Right now it's under 60,000 at 59,000. All right, so there's going to be some volatility between now and the Fed rate cut. There's going to be some shenanigans, if you will, being done upon us by big institutional investors trying to shake us out of our positions right before we go into the bull run. Okay, that's what's happening. If you look at Bitcoin though, this does look, it's ugly, but it looks a little bit like a head and shoulders right there, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder. If we get back above the top of this ascending line here, we're going into Bull Town, baby. Anyways, that's Bitcoin. We are in an ascending channel, which could break to the downside, and if it does, we could revisit potentially $51,000 on Bitcoin. But we did stop at the center. Notice how we stopped right at the middle of this descending channel I've got on here. That's been on here for quite a while. Okay. If we turn around there, we could go back to the top, which would be the center of this ascending channel, about $64,000, $65,000. That's where we'll struggle again, and where we will need to conquer this time, or we will find ourselves coming right back down, possibly even lower to 58,000, 57,000 on Bitcoin. All right, let's move on. Let's take a look at BitDigital. How's BitDigital doing? BitDigital, not too bad. This is actually not bad. I like BitDigital. See how the ATR bands were coming down and now they're kind of flattening out? That's good. That's what we want to see. This right here, I like this formation. That's looking like a bull flag a little bit on the daily. Okay, a little bit of a bull flag looking thing on BitDigital. BitDigital could see this and come flying up, testing this high from around 436 or so. This looks significantly better than CleanSpark. Let's take a look at Bitfarms. Again, Bitfarms, same thing. It looks, ooh, well, Bitfarms has got two things going on. All right, if Bitfarms gets some good news, yeah, all right, we could see this thing go up. Let me draw a channel here. So let's go here, about right there. We're gonna ignore August 5th. No, Bitfarms isn't doing so hot. Okay, Bitfarms not doing so hot. It is solidly outside of this channel now. Today was the break. Bitfarms could drop all the way down to $2 again pretty easily, potentially into the 190s, 180s for Bitfarms. That's not great. Yeah. The ATR bands are pointing down. This is a downtrend. It broke beneath this ascending channel today. This bear flag, where's my stuff? All right, this is a bear flag right here. It is breaking that to the downside on Bitfarms today. So we could see some weakness for a couple of weeks in the miners. So personally, I'm not scared of this. I see this as an opportunity. A lot of my favorite things are on sale right now. So I've been buying. Okay, I've been buying into this. Bitfarms, I did sell a little bit more earlier because I was still up a little bit. I was still up like 8-9% on it, and I still need some more powder for my MicroStrategy thing that I'm doing right now. So that's been the one I've been rating for that. Okay. Full transparency on that. Bitfarms has been the position I've been rating for my MicroStrategy put right now, and I go around. I change, like before it was BitDigital. Now I've been rating a little bit of Bitfarms because I expect it to drop a little bit. If IREN gives me, no, IREN's a new position for me, so I won't do that to it right now. But IREN's doing the same thing. Bear flag, we got a bear flag. So this was looking like a bull flag right here, but it broke to the downside on a larger bear flag. Okay, so that's what happened with the larger picture here. These two little formations right here, these are actually pretty indecisive. This is pretty, okay, give me my drawings. Okay, this is actually pretty indecisive right there. Those two from today and yesterday. We're getting a bit of an inverted hammer here. If it closes where it currently is, it's an inverted hammer at the bottom of a move. That's not bad on support. This could turn around there if it stays there. If tomorrow we don't get a green candle, and I mean tomorrow, if we don't get a green candle, if these earnings don't bring in a green candle, because there's earnings today on IREN, don't forget, there's also earnings on something huge later today. If we don't get a green candle off of earnings here tomorrow, this is going to come lower. And honestly, right now, I'm calling 672 minimum downside if we don't get a green candle tomorrow on IREN. Okay, I'm looking at 672, potentially even coming to the lows from August 5th, which would be $6 on IREN. I don't know about you, but I will buy more IREN at that position. Okay, $6, I would buy more IREN. Bitfarms gets down to 180 again. I might abandon some of I might abandon MicroStrategy for a little while and buy some more Bitfarms, or I'll find money in my savings or something somewhere. I'll find money somewhere for that. Okay, but we came up, we hit the mid ATR band, we rejected off of it like on so many other miners, and we are dropping. That is the reality. Okay, let's take a look at WULF. WULF is in a significantly better position. WULF is in a position much like BitDigital. It came up, tested around the top of the range, came back, tested the mid-range, and is now making a bull flag that it is getting a green candle off of. This is the type of candle I want to see on IREN tomorrow to feel good about it, okay? We tested the mid-ATR band, we're coming back up to the top. WULF is going to likely go up. Also look at how the ATR bands have flattened out here. WULF is transitioning from its downtrend to an uptrend. That is what it is doing, and you can see that in the ATR bands. So that is what we're watching on WULF. WULF is actually looking really good right where it is. Now, it is still printing white bars on the MACD. The RSI is in bull territory just above the signal line. It hit the signal line, and it is bouncing a little bit. I like those things. I get a green bar on the MACD. I will be very confident in WULF moving up, testing this local high at 493 and potentially defeating it to go up to back up to like 550 or so on WULF. Okay, let's take a look at CORZ. CORZ, exact same thing. This is looking like a bull flag. Okay, it's above the ATR band. The ATRs are actually not just going flat, but the ATR bands here are actually looking like they're trying to start and curl up again, meaning CORZ will likely soon, probably before the others, test its high of 1226 again. So CORZ is looking better. It is looking better. Now, if we lose this channel right here, if we lose this channel, the one I just drew, if we lose that, we're going to come back and test this channel down here, which is going to be around probably around 830, 831, 840-ish, okay, if we lose this channel on CORZ. So keep in mind in that, but it does look better than the others. All right, RIOT, we got to check out RIOT too. RIOT was doing bad. RIOT broke its bear flag as well. So again, bear flag right there. Let's draw the parallel channels on this bad boy, about right there, about right there. We broke it, and today we are fully detached from it. RIOT, if it continues on this trajectory, we crossed the signal line to the downside on the RSI. The MACD is printing white bars. If it continues to do so, RIOT is going to revisit 754. If 754 doesn't stop it, it's going to revisit 738 or lower. Okay, look at how the ATR bands are pointing basically straight down on RIOT. It was going sideways, but kind of down for a while, went up for a short impulsive move, and now it's straight down as it cratered. RIOT is in a bad place. RIOT is one of the worst performers, honestly. I completely dumped all my RIOT a while ago. And of course, none of this is financial advice or a suggestion to buy, sell, or hold any asset whatsoever. Simply my opinions on the charts. I do see short-term pain right now before we get our long-term gain. I am still bullish overall on the Bitcoin miners. Don't mistake this video for bearishness in terms of the overall cycle. I just think that we are going to get manipulated down a little bit. We're going to see some pain. They're going to try to shake us out here before the big run up. I am holding tight onto my high convictions. Anything that I can keep that I don't need for my other experiments in MicroStrategy and NVIDIA, and another play that I'm going to tell you right now here in a few minutes. Anything else, anything I don't need for those specifically, I am still putting into my miners. Okay, I have orders to buy CleanSpark. I'm about to go put some orders in around $6 to buy IREN. I will buy Pit Farms if it goes under $2. Believe me, those are my convictions are there. If they get lower, I'm very happy about that. So I'm just warning you in terms of don't panic, chill out, go take a walk, go touch grass, as the kids say. Don't worry about this right now. If you don't have more dry powder, don't worry about it. Or if you want to protect yourself, maybe a put option or a covered call can help you in those situations. But the sentiment right now and the short-term move on not WULF, not CORZ, not Bit Digital, but many others in the Bitcoin mining space is currently to the downside in the short term. Okay, let's move on. NVIDIA. NVIDIA has earnings today. Everyone's holding their breath for NVIDIA. Okay. And I'm going to show you a couple of different charts that look exactly like this. We got a big old bull flag right there. That is the sweetest bull flag I've seen in a while. That is such a textbook bull flag right there. Look at that on NVIDIA. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We get out of this channel. We go here and here. That's it. That's the channel. We get out of this thing either way, it's going to go big. On the downside, we could come all the way down to 112, 111. On the upside, we could shoot all the way up to 140. Okay, this thing could go either way. I'm not really gambling on this. I am holding a cash secured put that I could easily roll if things go bad. But if it goes well, I'm going to take 100% tomorrow morning. Okay, that's it. Everyone's waiting for NVIDIA earnings. NVIDIA needs to beat earnings and beat it hard. Now, if they don't beat earnings by a mile, they could come out with an update, a positive update on their Blackwell chips. If their earnings, revenue, and earnings per share are not beating by as much as the market wants, but they come out with positive news on their Blackwell chips, this thing still soars, okay? So they need to beat by a mile and then have like decent forward guidance, and they'll soar, or they need to, you know, beat less than expectations but have a really solid update on the Blackwell chips, and this thing soars. Anything else and we crater down to 110, okay? 111, 112, 110, whatever, somewhere in that area, okay? That's what happens. Now let's take a look at some other big boys here. Tesla. What's this? You say? This is a bull flag right there. Tesla setting up a bull flag as well. It's also setting up something of an inverted head and shoulders, okay? Tesla is primed for a breakout. If NVIDIA earnings are good, Tesla breaks out with NVIDIA, okay? That's just what's going to happen. Now, we are below the ATR. We're hitting the 200-day moving average. I am currently in a call for Tesla that is not going well. Let me take a look at it real quick. Yeah, I'm down 40% on that thing. I got it yesterday. That sucks. I have it till September 6th. That's a gamble. I'm going to gamble on that. That's gambling, okay? It happens. Sometimes we gamble. But if this breaks to the upside, which it is slowing down, notice how it's slowing down. The momentum is slowing down. We are going to potentially flip over. Let's go. No, we're not doing that. Actually, yeah, let's go down to an hour. What's it look like on the hour? The hourly is actually printing white bars, okay? On the MACD, the RSI is slowing down to the downside. Price has pretty much flattened out right here. If price can get up and close above 210 here on the hourly, we have room all the way up to 213. Above 213, we have room all the way up to 220. That would put me solidly in the green. That would be very nice. That would be make me very happy. Okay, let's go to the daily. All right, we're going to look at another one. All right, we're going to look at another one. This one I'm pretty excited about. QCOM, Qualcomm. They make chips. They make chips for phones. It might be in one of your phones, not if you have an iPhone, Samsung, or Google device, because they make their own silicone. But Qualcomm makes silicone for a lot of other manufacturers. They are anything that requires a really sweet mobile chip. Qualcomm makes it. It's in VR and AR devices. It is in my laptop here. I have one of the Snapdragon X Elite laptops, and honestly, I am super impressed by it. I hate laptops. I despise laptops. I'm a desktop guy. This is the only laptop I have ever actually liked using. It's one of the Snapdragon X Elite ones. Now, I do know that they have issues with ARM compatibility with some x86 programs, so that might be an issue for you if you need x86 architecture. But I'm very happy with it. I'll stop, advertising for Qualcomm here. Anyways, they're not sponsoring this. I have a bull flag there. Bull flag. This is a semiconductor stock bull flag. All right. They are solidly above the mid ATR band there at 176.6. Now let's look at the EMAs on this bad boy. Let's bring up the EMAs. I just want the 4 EMAs, not the special one I had there. Let's go ahead and turn this on. We got an up signal on that a few days ago, right here, the little green arrow to the upside on August 16th. We got an up arrow there. As long as the 5 stays above the 13 on the EMAs, this thing has room very easily up to 180 or higher, okay? That's pretty solid, okay? Now, let's take a look at another one. Was it Texas Instruments? Was it TM? TI? Texas TXN. There it is. Texas Instruments, another one, another semiconductor play. This thing is in a wicked uptrend, and it has been since August 5th. Won't stop. This is also forming something of a, this is actually forming a rising wedge. Actually, that scares me a little bit. So we got this right here, and it's squeezing up like that, right? But it does have a bit of a flat top, so this could be seen as a pennant. Could be seen as a pennant. And if it's a pennant, it could break out to the upside pretty sweet and move itself up into the 220s, okay? That's Texas Instruments. Let's look at Marvel. Let's look at Marvel, another competitor of theirs that is also into silicone. MRVL, is that it? Heck yeah, it is. But look at this thing right here. Another bull flag with a little mini bull flag coming off of it right there. This thing is looking primed to go as well. Okay, all of these semiconductor stocks are looking primed to go. Let's look at Taiwan Semiconductor, TSM. I forgot this. Oh, look at that, another bull flag. Everyone is holding their breath, waiting for NVIDIA earnings. NVIDIA earnings come in good. Everyone in this space is going to launch. Let's take a look at ARM. Let's take a look at ARM. ARM benefits from AI as well. Oh, would you look at that? Another bit of a bull flag. Look at that. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the fib clouds. Turn off this EMA. Yeah, this is bullish. Yeah, it's coming, and it's angled down a little bit for maximum approach on that bullish move to the upside potentially. I mean, ARM has room all the way up to 160 from where it currently is. I might want to look at potentially going in on a call on this. It would be absolutely gambling. Don't get me wrong. That would be completely gambling, but I might do it. I'm pretty interested in that actually right now. Okay, I'll let you know if I do it. Let's see. ACM research. What happened here the other day? So Chinese stocks kind of collapsed the other day. ACM gets a lot of their revenue from Chinese stocks. We talked about this. So they started to crater. Notice how they're not doing a bull flag, even though they are related to semiconductors, and they make cleaning supplies for cleaning technology and shipping technology for semiconductors. They aren't doing so hot because most of their money comes out of China. China had some pretty bad reports from some very big companies the other day. Okay, that's why ACM research isn't doing so hot. We got a red bar here, a red arrow here. It's coming down. Now, they are expanding into the U.S., and that is exciting and good. Now, what's going to happen here? Potentially. So we're getting this curl over, right? We're getting this curl over. That's a cup. We could come up as high as 1940 on this and make a handle, and then find ourselves moving all the way down to the bottom here around 1550-ish. Okay, 1550, 1530 on ACM research right now. That's short term. Long term, I think they're going to do well, but that could take us, this formation here is a cup. If it makes the handle and then the handle breaks to the downside, we could see ourselves at the bottom of this big descending channel that ACM research has been in since March. Okay, so that's what we're looking at there on that. This one's looking bad short term, but that might be an opportunity to potentially move it back to the top of this channel here later on down the line. So we're going to keep our eyes on that. Now for the play that you've been waiting for. Okay, this one's interesting. Vertiv Holdings. What is this? What do they do, you ask? What they do is they provide cooling solutions for data centers. They do immersion cooling, okay? Guess what requires immersion cooling to function? Yeah, that's it. The new NVIDIA Blackwell chips will require immersion cooling, meaning Vertiv is primed to be a pick and shovel play on AI here very, very soon. Now, they already have been, as you can see. They've been on an absolute tear since April 2023, just an absolute tear. Now, this is a pullback. This right here, I'm looking at this as a big old bull flag for a really long-term, couple years move up on this play. We are also getting you guessed it, a bull flag on this thing right here. Okay, a bull flag on this thing right here. Some of these bigger data centers start using Vertiv here. Now, if you look at, and I'm not going to bring it up because I don't want to do that much editing this morning, but if you go into Webull and you go to the company profile for Vertiv, okay, it's in the top like menu bar there, just underneath the price. If you scroll all the way to the right or slide all the way to the right, there's company and then profile. And then if you scroll down, you can see that Vertiv is owned by 97.3% of the company is owned by institutions. If I go to the Sage tracker, ownership, BlackRock owns 9% of it. Vanguard owns 8.97% of it, of this company. And Vanguard got in at $20. Okay, so they're up big. BlackRock got in at $42, almost $43. They are also up almost double their money on this thing, and it looks like it's primed to triple their money potentially and run back up to these highs. Now, if this bull flag here breaks to the upside, we're looking at an immediate move up, potential up to about $88. If 88 doesn't stop them, they're going to struggle up to about 95, and then after 95, they got to move all the way up to $100. Okay, and potentially all the way up to all-time highs, 108 or 109 sometime around maybe Christmas this year, maybe January, February of next year if we don't get a recession. We'll see. Vertiv is on my radar. It should be on your radar as well. This big leg down we've been in has been going on since March. Okay, we broke the bottom ATR band, and look, we got back above the mid ATR band. The ATR bands went from pointing down to now they're curling sideways, meaning they're going flat. If the ATR bands start curling up, that means that we're going back into an uptrend, and we want to test this high here. around in the hundreds at some point in the future. This is going to be a long-term play. This isn't going to happen tomorrow. This isn't going to be like a 1, 2, 3 day thing or a weekly thing. This is going to be a multi-month, possibly multi-year hold, and it has some pretty sweet premiums, and I think I'm going to start selling put options off of this one, which means I need more money again. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, that's all I've got for you today. Please like, comment, subscribe, share this video if you found it informative or entertaining. Check out the Trade Cave store, link in the description, as well as the channel bio, and have a profitable day.